Hey folks, it's Harry from 7 Daily BBQ. I am super excited today because look what happened and what came in the mail. I have an original PK grill shipped to me courtesy of Scott Moody from Portable Kitchen in Arkansas. And this grill is aluminum. It's got 4-point venting and it's on a folding cart for portability. So we're gonna do an unboxing and do a test cook on the PK grill and show you guys all the results. Here's the PKTX completely assembled, and it's basically an aluminum cast clamshell mounted on wheels, and the TX model has wheels. Some of the other models don't have wheels. It's a simple construction. It's a clamshell, and the lid comes up this way, and the lid is actually not kind of fastened down, but it uses these friction hinges here. So once you lift the lid's not going to fall off. But if you fold it down, you can actually lift the clamshell off like that. So once it goes in, it's got a unique mechanism here. Once you lift the lid, I'll show you the hinge here. You lift it up, and it will basically stay locked, and the lid will stay open like that. So ingenious design. You don't even need any hinges or any quarter pin on the hinge. The quality of build is superb. It's really smooth, and I used to be a mechanical engineer, so I can appreciate good workmanship. The detailing is absolutely gorgeous here. You see Little Arkansas on the raised lettering, and it's called aluminum charcoal. PK stands for portable grill. Sturdy frame, and nice rubber wheels. Unlike some manufacturers have kind of cheapy plastic wheels, these are real rubber wheels. May not seem much, but to barbecue aficionados, is little details like this that matter. Beautiful finish. And then one of the things that I noticed was that the surface here, the edge is hand finished. So after it's cast and ground down, so that this surface and this surface is perfectly paired. So when you close the lid, it creates a wonderful airtight seal. On the grill surface here, there's a grill fire grate, and it's got 4 holes at the bottom that you can adjust and open and close. So open, close. On the same here, open. Same here, open and close. So simple 4 vent design from the bottom, and simple 4 vent design on the top. So, and these are the top vents, can be open and closed. I guess the way it works is if you want to run it for grilling, you leave both the bottom vents open and the top vent open, and it will basically function like a normal grill. If you want to smoke, then you will close one vent. Open this one here, leave this one closed, and then on the opposite end of the PK, you leave this one open and you close this one. So what will happen is the hot air will enter through this vent here at the bottom and go through the smoker and then come out on this side. So kind of little convection flow. Conversely, you can open this one, keep this one closed, and then open the opposite end for smoking. So very simple device. So let me fire it up and kind of talk you through how it starts up. We'll do a seasoning startup, and after we get it nice and seasoned, I'll try to cook something on it. The seasoning burn is done, and the ashes have burned down. So you see that there's a little bit of ash here caught in the little hinge here, or the little catcher here. So we're gonna get rid of the ash, and then we're gonna do our first cook on it. We're gonna set it up for smoking now. I'm gonna put a little bit of coals here. We're gonna leave the coals on one side to essentially create a hot zone here and a cool zone here. We're gonna open the vent at the bottom, this side. Okay, so we close this side like so. Leave this one kind of open, so we're gonna have air entering this side on the left of my direction here. Air is gonna flow into the chamber and then come out on this side, and then we're gonna put the cool zone on this side and then cook some meat on the grate right here. So, all right, I'm going to insert the full pan on this side. Fits perfectly so that we can catch the drippings. Getting ready to put the pork loin, bacon wrapped, and the coffee crusted tri-tip on the PKTX. So one of the things that you probably notice is that the PKTX doesn't have a thermometer, but no big deal. You have a thermometer right here in your hands. So I'm going to teach you guys the Harry's about half-second rule. So if you can touch your pit about a half second, right, then you know it's around 250 degrees, 225, 250. If you can put your hand on the pit for only about a quarter second, it's around 275. If you burn your hands, your pit is too hot for smoking. So I'm going to lay my tri-tip, like so, and then my pork loin, like so. So I'm going to rub on it here. Right, looking good. Nice and even all over. And place it right here. Okay, just like that. The lid down, and we're smoking at around 225 to 250. Give it a smoke for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then we're going to check for tenderness. We've been cooking about an hour, so I'm going to do a temperature check. It feels about right. So temperature check is going to be around 192 degrees on the cool side, and on the warm side we're looking at about 250 degrees ish. So it's running really nicely, about 250 on the hot side on the warm zone, and about sort of 200 on the cool zone. Let's see how the meat looks like after about an hour. Fire is burning nicely, it's dripping onto the pan. I have my coffee steaks here, and its crust is setting, and my bacon wrapped pork loin with the chicken rub is doing great. So you know, it's cooking really evenly. I don't see any burning here. This side looks fine. So the drafting or the airflow of the hot air bathing the meat on this side seems to work really well. So this pit is really well designed and it's cooking really nicely. So I'm going to let it continue to cook and check the internal temperature for doneness. I want my tri-tip sort of medium rare-ish, so I'm going to try to cook the tri-tip to approximately maybe about 138, and then for the pork itself I'm going to try to go to like maybe 145 to 148 so that it's not overdone. And I might also crisp up the bacon once we hit the right internal temperature. We'll let it go a little while longer, and I'll do a temperature check shortly. Okay, we had about an hour and 20 minutes or so, and it's still nice and hot. Temperature is running smoothly, 200-ish on the cool side, and about 250, 227 on the warm side. Let's see how the meat looks like. Looks good. Let's see the tri-tip here. Okay, I'm at 138, which is perfect. And on the pork loin, I'm at 147, so perfect. So approximately, let's see here, 90 minutes or so. Everything came out perfect. Color is excellent, very even. So this pit has really good drafting. And fuel usage, we're down to about probably 30% of coals. And meat's ready. I'm gonna pull it off and let it rest, and we'll cut it up and give it a taste. I have had a chance to do an unboxing, assembly, a burn-in cook, followed by a cook on the bacon wrapped pork loin, the coffee crusted tri-tip, as well as a ribeye steak. We cooked it direct and indirect, and here are some of my thoughts on overall. So on a grill, the first thing you want to make sure is that for construction, top notch. So the fit and finish is absolutely amazing on the die cast aluminum. The stand even is very, very sturdy, so nothing shaky here. So in terms of construction, absolutely first rate. Craftsmanship first rate. In terms of design, I like the design because it's got two bottom vents to allow you to do direct or indirect, as well as two top vents, so a simple 4-vent design. It doesn't come with a thermometer, so for those of you who might be bothered by it, not to worry. As I told you, use a Harry's about half-second rule for 250. Quarter-second rule on your fingertips for a 275, and if you are touching it, you burn yourself, and the pit is too hot. So for grilling, I use the infrared thermometer, which you saw, to get the grill rates up to about 550 to 600 degrees. For indirect cooking, I have basically one vent open here, one vent closed, and this vent open at the bottom, and it works really great as a smoker, and it does the job. It does have a little small space here, so if the space is a premium, this grill will not cook for a lot of people, but for a small family, this is absolutely perfect. The grill breathes really well, so the drafting is spot on, because the key to good barbecue is having airflow going through the meat, as well as enough circulation within the cooking chamber. This one is excellent because it has got two vents here, so you get a convection current going here and a convection current going here. In terms of setup, I would rate it top-notch, easy to set up. The clamshell, it's aluminum, it's super light. And in terms of cleanup is very straightforward. You just basically take it apart and then lift out the bottom base and then empty it into an ash can, and you're done. So cleaning-wise, super easy. Setup-wise, super easy. Now, you need to know also that because the ash tends to drip here, they had a little kind of a channel they put here, but it really is not kind of enough. So what I've done is I've had to put a little foil pan to catch any of the ash. So that's a kind of a minor inconvenience, but not to worry. Overall, it still does the job. So overall, it's a great grill. That's why so many teams use it on the SCA competition steak circuit. It's a great smoker. Also, it has great airflow. Cooks at 225, 250-ish perfectly. And I'm going to try to now do a long test. I added more coals, and I'm going to try to throw a pork butt here and let it cook for the next 4 or 5 hours to see how long the fuel will last. But overall, highly recommended. Again, I wanted to thank Scott Moody from PK Grills, who's sending me the PKTX for me to try. Full disclaimer here, I'm doing the review on the PK grill, but my opinion is not influenced by the fact that they sent this to me. I show you kind of what works, what doesn't work, how to set it up, how to take it apart, how to clean it, how to cook on it, direct and indirect. So I hope you liked this video, found the PK review useful. And until the next video, remember I told you, I teach you how to master barbecue so you can spread barbecue love, right? So I want you guys all to go out there, spread some love in this world, because love is like a boomerang. It'll come back to you in ways and forms you cannot possibly imagine. So until the next video, see you guys. I'm going to try an overnight cook on a PKTX, set up for indirect as a bonus grill. So I got my hot zone here and my cool zone here. I have a pork butt that I'm going to just pop on, and I'm not going to use any seasoning. If you want to see why and get the recipe, I have another video on how to cook backyard pork butt. But this is a secret, kind of a secret restaurant way to cook a pork butt without any seasoning, but you still get a Maillard reaction. You get the pellicle forming on it, and it's going to be fantastic flavor. You can shred it, and it becomes an empty foil canvas for you to season it with any flavors you like. So we're going to let this smoke for a few hours, and then we're going to wrap and then finish cooking until it's tender. Okay, we've been cooking the pork butt for a while now, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. The PK setup as a smoker works really well. So you can see the pork butt here has a nice crust on it. It's been about a couple of hours, and looking really good. The pork butt has crusted up and looks beautiful. The color is off because of the lighting, but this looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to wrap it now and pop it in the oven. The PK is running well. One thing I noticed is that for long cooks, we've been cooking for about 3 hours, 4 hours. There's a huge amount of ash buildup here from the hole, the intake. So I have a little foil pan. So you got to catch the ash. If not, they'll make a mess. But not a big deal. Just FYI. Pork butt is done and finished in the foil. Let's take a quick look, see how it came out. Oh, it looks very good. Wow, look at that. Beautiful smoke ring. Nice spark. So there you have it, the bonus roll. The pork butt cooked low and slows on the PKTX grill. Came out absolutely excellent. Great result and super easy to use. So till next time, thanks for watching my bonus video.